Please welcome Kenny Rogers. This morning, Kenny, I was looking at this 5-CD special. The songs on here, the hits you've had, especially things like Island in the Stream, because last time you were in Australia, it was with Dolly Parton. What memories of working with someone like Dolly?
Well, first of all, she is one of a kind. I mean, she has this energy. There's an electricity about her when she walks into the room, unlike anyone I've ever met in my life. And again, it's not just occasionally, it's every time you see her.
Wow. You also have a new CD called Across My Heart. There's some wonderful songs. Oh, is it true that one of the songs on there, which is As God Is My Witness, you sang to your wife at your wedding?
I wrote it for her, yeah. Ah. I wrote the song for her. I'm 59 years old and she's 31. And so one of the things that we've been together 6 years, but before we got married, I wanted to make sure that she knew what she was getting into. So she's traveled with me all this time, and she really has a good feel for my life now. And it's really a song that's for people who have found this wonderful love in their life, and not necessarily the first love. The second verse of the song says, you're not my first love, but you'll be my last. I give you my future, forgive me my past. Because you can't really change the things you've done, but I can be responsible for what I do in the future. And that's really the whole premise of the song.
Oh, we're all melting here, aren't we? That's beautiful.
Well, when I do ballads, I try to find songs, and I think Lady, She Believes in Me, Through the Years, You Decorated My Life, those songs all fall into a category. They're songs that, at least in my opinion, what every man would like to say and every woman would like to hear. And if you find those, then men don't say, oh, that's just a silly love song. It really is. You can push a lot of buttons with men and women if you find those special songs. And I think that song does that.
Mm. We are melting, aren't we? It's definitely what women want to hear.
But I think it's important because a lot of people, it's hard to communicate sometimes. And sometimes if someone says it better than you can buy a record and hand it to them and say, look, this is what I'd like to say, but they say it better than, not necessarily my record, but music in general is really a form of communication. Mm.
Since that new CD, you've had a bit of a beard cut and a haircut.
Yeah.
Why did you shave off the side bits?
Well, I got married last June, and my wife has had long hair all of her life, and we were laughing because she wanted to cut her hair, but she was traumatic for her. And I said, well, it's not a tattoo. It'll grow back, So she said, well, you could cut your beard then if that's the case. So jokingly, I had about 6 days off, and I knew it would grow back pretty quickly. So I just went in the other room and shaved this off, and I really liked it. So, and she liked it a lot, too. So then she cut my hair really short, so.
Your wife gave you a haircut?
Mm-hmm. As many of my other wives have done, too.
Well, I think she did a sensational job. Don't you agree, ladies and gentlemen? Very good haircut. And it's cheaper than going to the barber.
It is cheap. Plus, I can get my haircut whenever I want it. If I want it at 7 o'clock at night, yeah, I wish I had that kind of control over. She said, we'll do it first thing in the morning, But it's really interesting for me because this is the first time I really changed my appearance in probably 30 years. I shaved my beard off one time. I'd had a beard for about 15 years, and I shaved it off. And, it was really a traumatic experience for me because I shaved my mustache and my beard. And I stood at the mirror, and my lip felt like it was that long on the top after I shaved. And I remember thinking, God, I remember being much cuter than this before I grew this beard. But I swore I would never do that again. So when I shaved it, I just cut this off.
Mm-hmm. Do you find people treat you different, or when you shaved everything off, did they treat you differently?
Well, at the time, I was building a house, and I was out in the front yard, and I had on my little strap that had the hammer and stuff in it, because I do get involved with these things. I design all this stuff. And this lady came up and asked me if I was the contractor on my house. Now, this is at the height of my career. She wanted to know if I was the contractor on the house because she was looking for someone to help her with her house. So apparently I'm not recognizable without my beard.
Did you help her?
I did. I gave her some pointers. Made a lot of money off of that, too.